What's up, Twitch? Welcome back. It's your girl, Emily Curl. I'm so happy to be hanging with you here today. We are just chatting, and we have something special for you. We're hanging out with singer and artist Sam Woolf is here. Can we give it up for Sam? Sam, thanks for joining us on our Twitch channel. This is fun.
Hey, thank you for having me. This will be my first Twitch experience.
Your first Twitch experience?
Yeah.
Yes, here we are. But I mean, you're live is nothing new for you.
No.
You've been performing forever. Music's been in your DNA. Did you always know you wanted to do music?
I've always sang my whole life. I always knew I wanted to be a singer of some sort. A couple of musicians in my family. I think it kind of runs in the blood a little bit. But yeah, always wanted to do music.
And where's home for you originally?
Originally from West Bloomfield, Michigan.
West Bloomfield, Michigan. Okay, so shout out to Michigan. If anyone's from Michigan,
shout
hello. And like we were saying, so Twitch is live. So of course we have all of our audience and our fans streaming in. So if you have questions for Sam, anything you want to chat about, let us know. I have our computer pulled up, so we're ready to go. But we were just saying you recently moved to New York, or you've been here the last 2 years?
Yeah, it's been 2 years. Big move for me. I lived in Nashville for a little bit at one point, lived in LA, never tried New York. I honestly never wanted to move here until, a couple years ago, and it was just something clicked, and I'm like, well, I'll try it.
I was going to say, why New York? What about it?
I think it was just the last one to check off the list out of the, I guess, where I thought music scenes were, and, to try something new.
And now here we are. You're playing a show tonight and tomorrow.
Yep, tonight I'm at Arlene's Grocery.
Yeah.
On Lower East Side, and tomorrow night I'll be at Rockwood, which is also on Lower East Side.
Yeah, it's so fun. And you have some new music, so your new single, Bet on You, is out, which we're going to talk about that first. But before we get into that, I want to go back for a second, go way back, because you got, your start on American Idol, and you were on American Idol season 13.
13, yeah.
And what year was that? How old were you?
That was 2013. I was 17 years old, so 10 years ago.
I'm always so fascinated when I think about competition shows and you think about what goes on in something like that. For you, when you think back to that time, what comes to mind?
Oh, just nerves, honestly. I just remember just being so nervous, and each week, I'd somehow make it through each week, and then, I don't know, towards the end of it, I was honestly happy to be off of it because of just, there was a lot of drama and stuff, but I mean, it was a great experience, something like that, once in a lifetime experience. But
I think for a lot of artists to do that, especially being so young, that's the first time that you're maybe performing to that big of an audience, or working with stylists, or you're doing hair makeup, things like that. Was that, a crazy new part to the world for you, or were you ready for it?
No, I was not ready for it. There was a lot thrown at me at once. Between the interviews, the styling, they wanted me to wear a hat a couple times, which I was like, okay, I'll try it once, and then I finally stood up I was finally like, okay, I'm not going to do that hat. And they're like, okay, that's fine. And the performing, it got easier week by week, but it was definitely, everything was pretty much new to me at that point. I didn't really have that much performing experience before that.
Which is so interesting. I can almost feel like that would just be a pressure cooker of you just figuring out, okay, what is my sound? Who am I? In a really short amount of time. How did that process sort of shape who you are now, and also the artist and creator you are now?
I think just the experience, kind of figuring out, I feel like I found my sound more in the last few years or so. So I think just experimenting with different songs, and I've always been writing songs of my own.
Yeah.
My voice also matured from 17 to 27 now.
Yeah.
But the whole thing shaped me, I guess, just overall, just the experience.
Yeah. Looking back on that time, is there anything that you wish you would have done different, or that you would do different now?
Not really. I feel like I kind of just went with it.
Yeah.
I went with the ride,
Yeah. And here
no
we
regrets.
No regrets. I love it. And here we are now. Like we said, you're releasing some new music. Let's talk about Bet on You for a second.
Sure.
Your new song. Tell us a little bit about this one.
So Bet on You is a song I wrote with a couple of my friends in Long Island. They go by the Coen Brothers. I had a chorus idea. It's just kind of, the overall song is just kind of about taking a chance, taking a risk with something. And so, I never really know what to say about the songwriting process. Sorry, guys. But, it just kind of came about, and now it's out. I'm excited to have it out.
Have you always been a songwriter? Have you always loved words and poetry and music, and that's always come easy to you?
That's one of my favorite things, I think, is the songwriting. And then, the work up to that point, getting it finally out. Once it's out, it feels great. Then on to the next one. But yeah, it's something it's very cathartic for me, and it's fun.
Yeah. Who do you listen to now that you get really inspired by? Like, who are some of your favorites? We were talking earlier with your team. I'm a Zach Bryan fan, so I love Zach Bryan's new album.
Yeah, I think Zach Bryan's great. I love Morgan Wallen.
Yeah.
Always been a big fan of John Mayer. Honestly, I've just been on a Morgan Wallen wave like these last 2 years.
What do you think it is about Morgan that you gravitate towards?
His voice is great. The songs are great. So many songs to listen to. I mean, the last 2 albums I think were double albums. So it's like, I think I'm finally caught up and listened to all of them.
Do you have a favorite?
No, but...
You're just like all of it?
I like it all, honestly, yeah.
So has country's always been like it for you? Has that always been like
No, just in the last few years, I got into it. Before that was like Ed Sheeran. It was probably like my first like big influence. I auditioned with one of his songs on American Idol, Lego House.
Oh, really?
And then I played another one of his songs later on towards the end of the show.
Which one?
Sing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I think it was my worst performance, but.
So you're like, we won't revisit that one, but.
And he tweeted me and he was like, "Thanks for performing my song." I'm like, "Oh my gosh."
You're like, Ed saw
that. Was not my best work, but thanks, bro.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, did any of the other artists that you ever like sang or covered on the show ever reach out to you?
A couple, yeah. Blind Pilot was one group. Rob Thomas from Matchbox 20.
Oh my gosh.
I sang one of his songs. I sang Unwell.
Yeah, we love Rob Thomas.
Yeah,
Did you notice
awesome.
that Rob Thomas also loves Christmas? That's like his favorite time. That he like is an avid Christmas. His whole house, he has like 17 trees. He's the best.
Damn, no, I did not know that.
So you and Rob should honestly do a Christmas album. Maybe you link back up.
I'm waiting for him to hit me up.
Okay, so you covered those songs, and then also I feel like recently you've been doing covers of stuff that you played in American Idol, and then you're recovering them now, right?
Yeah. So I made a TikTok a few years ago. I kind of posted here and there on it, but recently. I brought back some like these old Idol clips, and that seemed to get some attention. So I've been trying to like bank off of that and work it into, some newer stuff. But like I'm doing like a then verse now. So I'll show a clip of me on Idol, and then a clip of me singing it now. Yeah. And it's working, but TikTok's weird. It's I feel like they only like Idol stuff, so I'm kind of stuck with doing that.
TikTok is tough. TikTok's tough. And I can imagine, obviously, doing something like Idol that had an absolute chokehold on all of us. I feel like if you grew up, you watched American Idol, like when we saw the landline phones, like you were calling it was a big part. For you at this stage, like obviously, you're growing up, you're making more music. Like how much do you, I don't want to say associate, but how much do you want to keep talking about American Idol versus, okay, I'm ready to move on? And what does that look like for you?
Yeah, no, I don't mind talking about it as much now. I did right after the show.
Because you just felt like that was all anyone would ever ask
about?
I'm
like, because right when I was off the show, I'm like, get me as far away from this as possible. Like, stop bringing it up.
Why do you think that was? Just because it was such an overwhelming experience, or such a stimulating experience?
I think I was just tired of people saying I'm Sam Woolf from American Idol when I kind of wanted to have my own name, be known for my music and not just a show. But looking back now, that was like a stupid move to do that. I turned down some offers.
But also, you were give yourself grace. You were 17 years old,
I was
right?
17.
That's an insane thing to think about. Like, that's young.
I know. I really don't know how I did it. My family were like, we don't know how you did it either. Just being so shy in general, and then like on TV, it's such a big transition.
Are you a naturally shy person?
Yeah, I'm naturally shy, and I'm naturally kind of quiet. So it was definitely a crazy. Crazy thing to go through.
When do you feel like, now for you, Sam, when do you feel like the most like yourself, the most calm, the most centered? Like, paint the picture for me what that looks like.
Either when I'm just hanging with friends or like when I'm on stage, I feel pretty calm. Although I don't really talk much when I'm on stage.
You don't?
I just sing. When I'm singing, I just feels comfortable, feels natural.
It's so funny. I was thinking about that because some artists are like that. I went to Brendan Urie, Panic at the Disco, one of their very last shows in Nashville. But Brendan doesn't say anything. Brendan sang the whole time. He fully doesn't, and it's so interesting. And then you go to other shows and like the artist sings like 4 songs that they talk in between.
I know.
It's like.
I'm trying to learn how to do it like for these next coming shows tonight and tomorrow.
Oh, so you're going to practice some stories?
Practice.
Do you have some thoughts of what you're going to do?
No, but I'm going to either wing it or just, I don't know. We'll have to plan something. I don't really know.
I think you should wing it. I feel good about winging it. It's interesting because I'm sure as an artist, when you go to live shows or concerts, like you're looking at it through a different lens.
Yeah.
Have you been to shows recently where you're like, oh, maybe I could try that, or I really appreciate what this artist does?
Trying to think of the last show I went to. I went to a John Mayer concert a few years ago. Went to a Rob Thomas concert a few years ago. The stage presence of Rob Thomas I would love to have, but again, I just don't think it's attainable for me. I don't think I could do it. I really don't.
Never say never, Sam. I believe in
you. For me, I like being behind the guitar. It's kind of like my comfort blanket, and I don't have to, It's like as soon as my hands are free, then I'm just feel awkward and like don't know what to do.
Oh, so it's interesting. So
you like to
have
at least something to do with my hands.
Yeah.
The guitar.
It's funny, even because in my job sometimes like I get nervous in certain situations, so I have certain things that I do, which I don't know if I'm going to admit this on live Twitch. Abby's laughing because I probably did them upstairs with them. But, like every morning I like say affirmations or, and do certain things that I feel like help. Is there anything that you do before you hit a stage or if you get particularly nervous about something?
Not really. Now that I think about it, no. I kind of just, maybe I tell myself once I'm through the first, because I know once I'm through like the first song,
then
the nerves
can,
go away.
Relax.
I can relax. And then I suck at giving like intros. I never know what to say. It's I'm kind of like, hey, what's up, guys? I'm Sam Woolf. I'm gonna be playing some songs for you guys tonight, and then I just go straight into it, and then I don't say a word the rest of the show.
But honestly, then your music speaks for yourself.
Yeah.
And I feel like, we were talking about this earlier, but like your content also speaks for itself. That's another skill that I feel like we don't talk about enough is like to be able to post series online, come up with cool things, TikTok, YouTube, all of that. And I feel like you've got that mastered. Like that's something you do really well.
I appreciate that. That's something I've been working on more recently because I know it's a big part of it. So yeah, as much content as I can get.
Yeah, what's your strategy with that? Because I feel like I'm sure there's a lot of other aspiring songwriters or anyone who's watching on Twitch. It's tough. It's tough to get started. It's tough to put yourself out there, and it's tough to know what's going to hit. Like, what's your strategy or what advice do you have for maybe some other ones?
To just not overthink it. Just post it. Don't think about it. And be consistent with whatever it is you're posting, I would say, are the two main things.
Yeah.
Because a lot of time I'd have something I would post, and then I would think, wait, should I post this at the end of it after doing all that? And, like, doubt myself or overthink things, but just post the thing and then leave it be. I don't look at comments. I don't look at my likes. Thank you guys if you're commenting and stuff, but I try to avoid it.
I'm with you. I kind of feel the same way. Sometimes it's like, I don't need that feedback today. Mm-hmm. Maybe one day I will, but today is not that day.
Yeah.
So what else are you working on right now? You're doing some other series too, right?
Yeah, I'm working on an acoustic album. So
exciting.
Fully stripped, going back to my roots, because I started off just, singing and playing acoustic guitar. Been doing some live videos here in the city, just going around different spots and shooting some videos. Did one in the rain just a few days ago.
That rain was insane. In the storm?
Yeah, so we were out there. We got like the perfect take right before it started raining, and then the mic on the phone didn't work for whatever reason. So we had to do another take, but then it started pouring. But luckily we got the take still, and it ended up being kind of cool with the rain in the background and stuff.
Yeah. Okay, so that's like a pop-up series. So you go to different spots.
Yeah, it's kind of a new thing. So that was the second video I did, the one of me in the rain. And we'll go to some more locations and I guess just try it out.
Yeah.
Keep it going.
That's so exciting, Sam. Well, we're so excited for you. This has been great. And I know we kind of just touched on this, but like I said, we're on Twitch, which is a platform of a lot of streamers, a lot of people that are musicians and artists that are looking to do their music out there. What's one piece of advice, thinking back to Sam from American Idol, Sam now, all to say, like, what would you say that's really helped you along the way? That's one piece of advice you'd give.
Just do it. I don't know.
Very Nike of you. You need a Nike
sponsorship.
I
don't know. You got to put yourself out there. Don't be shy. And work hard. I guess putting in the work is the biggest thing.
Yeah. And for our audience that's maybe just discovering your music, how would you describe it in 3 words?
Acoustic, pop, rock, But those are 3 words.
Throw in an extra. Okay, you're ready to go. We'll take 4.
Acoustic pop rock.
Acoustic pop rock. I love it. Well, Sam, thank you for being here. This has been great. Thank you all for. Oh, here we go. Yes, thank you all for watching. Nick does the peace sign. This is so fun. Of course, you can check us out on Twitch. So make sure that you are commenting and subscribing. And also, if you're in New York City, go see Sam at your shows. Yeah. So one more time, Sam, where are your shows this week?
Arlene's Grocery is tonight, 7 p.m. We got Rockwood Music Hall tomorrow night, 7 p.m.
And then where can they find you on socials?
At Sam Woolf Music for Instagram, TikTok. My website is samwolfmusic.com. Yeah.
Yes. Let's go, Sam Woolf Music everywhere.
Yes.
Can we get it one more time for Sam?
Thank you.
And thank you all for watching again. Subscribe. We'll be back here next week on Twitch. We can't wait to see you there. See y'all next time. Bye, guys.